Hello and welcome to another episode of Defenders of the Veil Podcast presents Dungeon of the Mad Mage. That's right, we are returning to Undermountain this evening, and there to lead the way is our Dungeon Master, David.
How's everybody doing tonight? Not that I can hear you answering me. I believe where we left off last is they had concluded that there was a secret door somewhere. They had decided that there was a secret door somewhere. I believe even the Wand of Secrets told them that the secret door is there, and yet they can't find it to open it. So
Sounds
what are you
about
guys
right.
doing?
I'm standing here with a bunch of zombies behind me.
Yeah, the secret door icon is still in the GM layer, so you guys haven't found it to open it yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's right in front of Horace. I don't know how he don't see it.
I'm looking where you're pointing, but I ain't seeing nothing.
I mean, it's there somewhere. Would you like one of my zombies to show you?
Couldn't hurt.
He goes up and points to the wall. And then he goes back.
Perhaps another investigation roll is called for.
Go ahead and make it at advantage.
So the zombie actually helped you without me knowing where the actual thing was.
Yeah. There we go. Look at that escargot.
Oh, excuse me. Last session you had found the secret door and opened it because it's already open on the dynamic lighting layer.
Oh, that's right. Yes. I remember now. Yeah, because I looked down and saw the drow down at the bottom.
So you may proceed forward.
And I did tell them, be quiet, there's drow down there.
What's this room look like? Or hallway, as it may be.
It is a typical hallway in the place. You remember, I believe there are 20 feet high, wide and 30 feet long stone hallways.
I'm trying to be sneaky as I go down the hall.
You know, don't really help that, it was dark in here and then all of a sudden a light is shining through from Chelsea's torch.
Quiet about the torch. Nah, I'm sure the torch. Being human, it is her downfall.
I peek around the corner. What do I see? I vaguely see a couple of figures next to a door. Double doors.
Dumbledore.
He's gay, you know.
Well, it's okay to be happy.
If being gay is what it takes to make him happy, I'm all for it.
I'm completely refraining from any jokes.
Yeah, let's not try to get canceled on episode 5 of Mad Mage.
Yeah, exactly. You see a thick mass of sticky webbing concealing the ceiling, and also, well, you probably don't see them from where you are, but you do see two drow flanking a door.
I'm sure
Oh,
that.
no.
Nope.
Checking out what you can see, you do see all four drow. There's two drow flanking a door to your east and two drow flanking the door to your immediate south.
Yeah, my vision doesn't quite reach to the ones to the south, but I probably smelled them. I'll go back to the party and consult with them.
So, like, what did you see?
I saw some drow. There's spider webs on the ceiling, covering the ceiling.
Ugh, it's like totally grody.
It's a nice motif.
So what do you think?
I think there's drow, and where there's drow, there's probably driders and spiders. So we go in there and tell them we're supposed to be here. And
Horace waves his arm invitingly towards them, indicating Nifty should do that thing.
hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nifty, and I am glad that you are here to not hurt us, because we are not here to hurt you unless we are hurt upon. How are you doing this fine evening, day, morning?
So my roll 20 kind of crashed there right before you moved your token, and I'm refreshing right now. Did you walk out into the open and
Yes.
announce yourself?
Mm-hmm.
So apparently did everyone but Horace.
Well, Chelsea stopped like right there.
Because not everybody is bad.
Okay, so when you walk out into the open and announce your presence, roll initiative.
Oh, okay, how did you guys not see the torch from up there? You guys knew we were coming.
That's a 15 for Chelsea. With a dollar sign.
11. I know you guys saw the torch. We didn't come up and surprise you.
He is going to fire his crossbow at Nifty, hitting AC 24.
That is a hit.
You are going to take 9 and make
make
a
a-
con.
Yeah.
Make a con save.
Ooh, I may have actually made that save.
You did make that save.
I am not poisoned.
That's a good news.
The bad news is his friend's doing the same thing.
The bad news is there's a phase spider immediately to your right that was holding its action.
See, I told you they knew we were here. I had a friend like you before. Her name was Phasma. She was cute. Not as cute as you.
Double checking to see if it has reach. It does not. And it is going to bite you, Nifty,
No, it's not.
by hitting an AC 19.
Well, I would say it hit, but it does not.
What's your AC?
24.
Okay, so your AC is 24 for the rest of the round.
Yeah, I cast shield.
He is going to fire a crossbow at Nifty, hitting AC 24.
You and your friend are the same and do the same thing.
You're going to take 6
And make a con save.
and make a con save.
Oh!
Oh, that's
Ow.
very, very bad. Nifty falls unconscious.
Ooh. I wish I was an elf.
If you fail to save by 5 or more, you fall unconscious while poisoned. So Nifty's going to be unconscious for an hour,
Good
or
night.
until somebody casts like remove poison on him or something like that.
You would think Nifty would learn. Attack first, talk later. The other hidden thing goes before Horus.
As you see, another phase spider appear next to Chelsea and tries to bite her.
That's the one downfall of World 20.
Like,
Whenever it goes to the next one, it shows them over there. With the little ring.
Yeah, it's the downside to the API. With an AC of 10, it tries to bite Chelsea.
that like totally misses.
You hear Nifty snore. For sure.
Now it's Horse's go.
All right, let me see what I can do here.
Kill some stuff.
Yep, I counted. I can get there. And double rapiers. That'll be 26.
26 damage to the phase spider.
And again.
And now the second rapier. AC 19 is going to hit, and you're going to deal your 14.
Okay, and that is my turn.
Killing the phase spider.
Yay!
Chelsea, it's your go.
Okay. So maybe I'll like totally hold off on raging. And instead just go move up to this other phase spider by Nifty. Yeah, I should be able to move around and yeah, I'm fast enough. I can get over there and get into flanking.
If he were, well, I guess yeah, but
Yeah, with the king.
yep.
Yeah, still works.
Just flank with the zombie instead of flanking with Nifty.
Fine.
The king. Like, don't get wrong.
You look like you want to go shopping. And no, I'm not raging. 22 for 12 bludgeoning.
22 is going to hit.
How about a 13?
A 13 does hit.
Oh, nice. That's another 11 then.
Damage noted.
Like, that's all from me, folks.
Eebity, that's all, folks.
Like, for sure.
Did he stutter? Oh, too many things mixed in there.
You see this drow here. Take aim at Chelsea and then spin quickly and shoot this drow.
Ooh.
Ooh, intrigue.
At which point the drow that got shot goes, "What the hell?"
The devil made him do it?
Nifty's unconscious.
Oh, that's right. I was about ready to roll a death save. It's just sleepy time.
You could roll an unconscious save.
Oh, the combat tracker said Nifty unconscious. So I wasn't sure if you put the hour timer. I'm like, that's going to take an awful long time to count that down.
Another phase spider appears and bites Chelsea, hitting AC 22.
Like, not cool phase spider. Phase spider? Fake spider thing.
For 5 piercing and 25 poison.
Say what now?
5 piercing
Yeah, I got that part.
and 25 poison. Oh, excuse me. Target must make a DC on a failed set. God damn it.
Constitution save?
And he wants you to fail it so you can do the 25 damage.
Well,
This is what's in the Mad Mage for Phase Spider. The target must make a DC on a failed save half as much damage on a successful. Poison damage reduced to 0 hit points. See, the beginning of the sentence is stupid. It doesn't work. It doesn't tell me the kind of save or the DC of it, so I'm gonna have to go to Google.
DC on a save, on a failed save.
Somebody fell asleep at the keyboard typing that one in.
I've noticed a couple of those on Roll20. When I find them, I correct them beforehand, but I didn't catch this one. Here we go. The target must make a DC 11 Constitution save, taking 48 poison damage on a failed save and half as much on a successful one.
Well, I got a 12 unless you want me to roll it again.
No, I don't want you to roll it again.
He wants you to fail it, but
Alright, so is it half?
Half.
So what? 12, 13? Still a lot of poison damage.
Yeah, you're going to take 12.
Oof. Chelsea feels all like ucky and stuff now. Ew, poison. Gross. Grody.
There we go. The guy that got shot is going to turn to the one that shot him and say, "You fucking traitor," and fire a crossbow at him. Hits AC 11, which is going to miss. Zombies. Oh, it looks like your instruction was to follow me because they're all behind you.
yeah, I didn't get a chance to say anything. So they're just there.
I don't know why my Roll20 is doing this to me. It did this, 2 weeks ago, too? The phase spider is going to attempt to bite Chelsea and miss.
Like, totally.
And then bonus action, get out of there. Because they're phase spiders, and that's what they do. This drow is going to fire a crossbow at Horus and hit AC 14.
Miss.
He is going to fire a crossbow at Horus and hit AC 7.
Miss.
And it's Horus's go.
Who could have predicted it would be my turn?
The turn order.
You got it. He is going to... See, I don't have the distance to get to anybody important.
Sure you can. You can dash. Bonus action dash.
Yeah, and then I only get one attack when I get there. That's why I try and avoid that one. Okay, here we go. I can just barely get there with that bonus action dash, so I'm going to now attack with my rapier once.
The first one's the one that matters anyway, because it's the one who has the sneaky sneak.
AC 14's gonna hit.
For 17. And that is my turn.
Chelsea, it's your go.
Okay. Chelsea is going to shift around the spider to get flanking with Horus. And she's going to be a gracious host and take this spider to the mall. Oh, first one, crit, 31 for 14, 21, 31. 31 bludgeoning.
Killing the phase spider.
Okay, and then this drow right here is our buddy.
It appears so.
Okay, has this one acted?
Yeah, he fired at Horse.
Okay, so then I'll...
And Nifty.
Alright, then
Yeah.
I'll just move down and take my second attack at him. Uh, 17.
17's gonna hit.
Sweet, 13 bludgeoning on that drow. And then I'm actually going to step to right... Oh.
Crushing his head against the wall.
Okay, then in that case, I'm going to get right up in this one's face to intimidate him. And that's my go.
You are now in his grill.
Like, yo, what's up there? Pasty.
He is gonna fire a crossbow at the drow north of him and miss. Nifty is unconscious for
I
another.
sleep.
Nifty is unconscious for another 58 turns, if I'm doing the math wrong. No.
Yeah, nope.
Yeah, because it's, there's 10 turns in a minute. No, you're unconscious for another 598 turns.
So
That's why I said if I'm, and I was gonna say corrective, then I changed it to I'm doing the math wrong.
So if they don't wake me up for a full hour, is that a long rest?
No, because an 8-hour rest is a long rest.
Oh, sorry, a short rest is what I meant.
He is gonna fire a crossbow at the guy that's shooting at him, hit, and deal 8. And the guy's gonna fail his concept.
And drows actually be poisoned? No, he did the other one. He felt the concept was not done. Gotcha. But he probably can still.
Yeah, drow can be poisoned by their own poison.
I just realized, yeah, they probably can be. Yeah, the zombies just.
Refreshing roll 20 again because I have to do this every round. The face spider that's still alive is going to be moving down and appearing behind Chelsea, having flanking an attack trying to bite Chelsea. So as soon as this thing finishes up, I'll actually do it.
It can certainly try. This Roll20 refresh is brought to you by mobile games. Yes, mobile games. When you've got a second to kill and got nothing better to do, why don't you just boot up a mobile game and, waste more precious moments of your life? Mobile games, our sponsor.
Do mobile stuff.
It's going to hit an AC 24 on Chelsea.
Yeah, let me check real quick. Yeah, that hits.
You're going to take 4 points of piercing and make a con save.
30?
30 is going to be successful. You're going to take 21 points of poison.
Oof, 21 is half?
The AC 24 is a crit.
Good thing you.
Wow, alright, 21.
And the 4 points from the bite is minimum damage. They roll 2 ones.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you did not get that same kind of luck on the poison damage. But yeah, it's 22 plus 20 in poison damage. So you're going to take 21 points of poison.
Yeah, I took it.
He's going to swing his short sword at Chelsea and hit AC 12. And yes, that was at advantage.
Cool, excellent. Like, you totally gotta try harder, dude.
And his horses go.
I'm gonna move up to give flanking on the spider. $25.
Killing the spider.
I just love looking at Twitch and seeing the screen from Chelsea's view and seeing how they could barely see me in the thing. It's just funny.
I have finished my turn.
Chelsea, it's your go.
Alright, Chelsea is going to swing her maul at this drow. 28 for 13.
Smashing his head into the wall. Killing him.
And she's going to take her second attack on this other hostile drow. 18 for 14 bludgeoning.
Killing him.
At which point she turns to the one that has been firing on the other drow and is like, alright, like, what's your deal?
My name is Sornews.
Sore news?
Yes. I am from the house of Freth. I am a spy, and I've been sent to infiltrate Merle's gauntlet. If you would like, I can lead you to Zaran.
Chelsea looks back. It's like, is that who we're looking for?
DM note, you've never heard that name. You've never heard of any of these names.
Then maybe real quick before Nifty says anything. Oh wait, Nifty's passed out. He can't say anything.
Yeah, I was over here snoring.
How long is he gonna be out for?
About an hour.
Yeah, I guess, who did you say? What's their name?
You have heard of none of this?
Zoran.
Like, no.
Zoran is looking for people or ways to weaken the house of oh my god, fucking these elven names. And I know some listener out there is going to know how to say it right and be extremely aggravated at me for not being able to say it.
Let him rage in the chat.
House of oh my god, Averidar's hold over Merle's gauntlet. That is a name you've heard before, by the way. The one that I just butchered.
Okay, that's one that we don't.
That was the house of Drow that was up on the upper levels that you dealt with and decided instead of killing them all, you'll just bypass them all.
So, these guys are... Oh, they're against the ones that we skip past.
Yes.
But the spy... Wait, so the spy is with those elves, or... Now I'm confused.
No, the spy is working for somebody else in an attempt to break those elves' hold or infiltration into these elves.
Okay, so this elf...
Apparently, by the sound of it, there are 3 groups of Drow down here now.
Yeah. Okay. Well then.
Because hating one another isn't enough, they have to create a bunch of hatred for a bunch of people.
Sounds good. Take us to, whatever,
Zoran.
Zoran.
Perhaps we should wait until your friend is awake.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Why don't we just, we'll go,
Just leave Nifty there.
just go hang out over here.
So if Chelsea and Horace want to take a short rest while they wait for Nifty to wake up, they can.
Horace needs it not.
Yeah, I guess Chelsea will spend a hit die or two. Oop. Yeah, that's fine.
Sheer fire away to make sure the zombies don't do anything. Knock them out before they're given or knock Nifty out before they're given orders.
If you want to follow me to Zaran, we should go.
Nifty wakes up. Ah, there's a drow.
No, if that one's like with us, or well, not with the ones that just attacked us at least. They're gonna take us to Zaran.
Isn't that famous band? Zaran, Zaran?
So I'm going to theater mind as I refresh. Off of memory too, by the way. So don't crucify me when I get information wrong. He opens the set of double doors and leads you through them. They open into a hallway that proceeds about 20 feet south and then makes from the character's perspective, a right turn.
And that's 70 feet.
Yes,
close.
70 feet. Then the next hallway proceeds for as far as Nifty can see, but littered in them are piles of skulls along going the length of the hallway. There are 6 piles total, and I don't know how many you're going to be able to see from where you are.
Yeah, I'm up to about here.
Because again, I'm doing it from memory here. Hey, I did get the door open before it crashed.
Yep.
See, I thought I didn't get it open. No, I was way off.
It's close for you? And how did...
Now, there we go.
No, I opened it. I don't know why Nifty was able to walk through it.
I don't either.
Horus can still go into the walls.
There we go.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I was just testing it where I knew it didn't matter.
Unless the wall's a mimic and it eats you.
Yeah, a castle that each brick is a mimic.
There we go. I found it. You should not be able to walk through walls.
Do you mean any more?
Anymore. Try to walk through the wall.
I can see everything. There's no darkness whatsoever. Yeah, I can. And now everything went dark. Yeah.
It's a fatal error.
Yeah, it's all dark here. Okay, and now we've got the uncovered map. But I'm keeping it focused where my character is, so I mean, whatever you gotta do.
This is annoying.
Wouldn't be game night without the tech issues, right?
No, it might be. We just wouldn't be streaming.
Well, if you want, we could take a short break while we try to get everything worked out.
I could deal with that.
Yeah, since this might be a short stream anyways, why don't we take a quick break right now, and we will come back in just a few minutes. So, thank you, viewers.
Did that cover everything back up?
No, everything's still completely open for me. But yeah, so anyways, go use the restroom, go grab a snack, go pet your puppies and kitties. We'll be right back.
After the music is done.
don't know why it keeps undoing the map settings. And that's what's going on.
Yeah,
Is it's turning stuff off.
that is really weird. But no, we are ready to resume.
So there is a pile of skulls here. As he leads you past them.
And Chelsea can't see them, but of course I can.
Yeah, they're right there.
Okay,
Now, my roll
Chelsea,
20 had another
we'll
fatal
walk around
flaw.
them.
There you go. Everywhere you see an X on the map on this hallway is a pile of drow skulls. 6 feet tall.
That's like not totally ominous or anything.
I looked away for a minute and you were gone.
I'm right over here, Horace.
She walks up to the first thing of bones. Is like, what you say? Yeah. Really? Well, I mean, if I see him, I'll let him know that you cared. Okay. Okay. Bye. He wanted me to leave a message with his love.
He goes up and opens the door. And then proceeds inside.
Inside here.
Yep, inside this room here.
My roll 20 just took a dump on me.
Wouldn't be game night without tech issues. When you enter the room, what you see is a temple, apparently. Make a religion check if you'd like. Wah
Chelsea.
wah.
That's appropriate.
Well, at least
Yep.
one of those 6 rolls was decent. It just wasn't in the right spot.
If you add your rolls together, you still don't hit the DC. In
Pretty
fairness, though, you do, because that 1 for Horus would actually be a 7.
Oh yeah, because he can't. I wonder why he keeps doing that.
I don't know. It's really weird, but he can't roll a 1. So every time I see the red for Horus, I ignore that one and look at the one next to it.
Thank you.
So good. I don't have to tell you what kind of religion he's following, which is a huge key off to his character traits. You see an altar of blood red stone standing near the south, and a male drow praying silently before it. 3 black curtains hang on iron hooks along the west, south, and east walls. Why they don't put that in the dynamic lighting, I don't know. Because you can't fucking see through the curtains. When they enter the room, your drow friend there says, Zoran, I have brought you visitors. Zoran stops praying and turns and looks and says, oh my, you have. Perhaps they are the answers to my prayers. How do you adventurers feel about killing some drow? Not us, of course.
I mean, I could
Yeah,
like totally take it or leave it.
Uh-huh.
You know, if they're nice, then I don't like to. Like I even tried to say hi to everybody, and they didn't want to talk.
Yeah, I like don't discriminate against who I kill, so I'm like totally down.
How do you feel about rescuing prisoners?
Yeah,
We
same
do
if
that all the time.
same if the pay is there.
Oh, then you're definitely going to like what task I have for you. We both will assist you in this.
See, this has got to be like the first amicable drow we've met this whole time we've like been down here.
I mean, the dead ones are pretty, pretty nice.
Yeah, but they don't really count, do they?
By the way, there were 3 dead drow back there you could have animated dead with.
Yeah, but right now I'm good with a couple of thugs and the king.
And I don't know why, I just always like playing shit to the necromancer. That's just my own personal character flaw.
I have a friend of mine who is being held captive down here. I need your help rescuing them. If you do that, I will show you how to exit this level of Undermountain and head down to the next level.
Okay, yeah, like, I know you like said that in common, so it's sort of an understatement when I say you're speaking my language, but you're totally speaking my language.
If you're interested in some treasure, I also have something for you to do.
Oh, and now you've tapped into the secret code language. Go on.
If you help me to kill a specific drow, I will lead you to her treasure chamber through the back tunnels and you can have what is there.
So you're gonna let us have whatever we find in her back tunnels.
That's what she said.
But of course,
Well, I totally can't speak for all of us, but I speak for most of us when I say we're down for it.
You speak for
you,
you.
you were laughing, so I didn't understand what you said.
Saying I don't speak for all of us, but I speak for some of us when I say we're down for it.
And you said most of us, and it's like I have one, two, I have 5 friends and me, so that's so I speak for most of us. You
Yeah.
just speak for the rest of us.
Well, those don't talk. They don't have a voice.
Yes, they do. Mine. They tell me what they want me to say, and I say it.
Yeah, I don't think it works that way.
I look over at the king and go, he didn't mean. No, no, don't try it. No, he didn't mean it. Good thing I stopped that before he went crazy. He's a rager, you know.
Are you up for these 2 tasks?
Yeah, I'm totally up for it. Let's do it.
Yep, we're all up for it over here too. How about you, Horace?
Certainly. No, just certainly. No wub wub.
Then we shall go now. Unless you have something more pressing you want to do.
No, I did all my pressing before we left.
Yeah, same. I totally had all my clothes pressed before we left as well.
And with that, he pulls this curtain on the south wall back and starts doing some sign language. At the completion of it, the secret door behind it swings open, which isn't on the dynamic lighting, arg. So I'm going to have to put you on the other side of the wall. He says to you, my friend is being held captive this way. And he starts walking to your right. As soon as my computer catches up, I will put the drow in front.
You might go in the way towards the big old pile of them.
You are.
Okay.
At which point, you guys are going to roll initiative.
Is your friend in this room?
Chelsea got a 17.
Nifty got a 23. Did they answer me on if their friend is in this room?
Yes.
Hmm.
And can
Couple
you
of
feel him?
squads.
Oh, excuse me. No.
Oh, their friend's not in this room? Cool. Even better.
I will tell you what you just walked up in on.
You don't have to get too descriptive. It probably won't last very long.
Are they square dancing?
No. Eh?
I rolled 2D100 and got 97.
When you walk into the room, you see a female drow is providing melee combat training to 14 smaller and weaker male drow. Frescoes and spiders. The eastern wall bears cracked fresco of Drow City in the Underdark. Clinging to this wall are 4 giant spiders that serve as bodyguards. The wrecked furniture lies piled in the southeast corner. Rubble chokes a great fireplace in the north wall. The 13 male drow are standing in a circle around the female and the 14th drow, who are engaged in a duel. You see the female knock the male to the ground and orders that he be replaced with a new challenger. At which point your friend goes, I can either distract them for you, or we can bypass them in any way that you'd like.
Fireball?
You want to go ahead, fireball, kill them all? Go right ahead. I mean, you're already going first. Are you happy with that placement?
I think I'm happier with that placement.
Beautiful.
Or where it was.
We'll stay put because they're getting ready to see the effects of the fireball.
Okay.
I think that is the largest group I have rolled in a group check before.
And I don't like how many of those people made it.
That's okay, because what you don't know is what's going to happen when I click apply damage.
Yeah, half damage is enough to kill him.
Correct. Half damage was enough to kill them all. Except for the one that was standing in the middle of the room.
Alright, Chelsea is back to where she was standing.
Protect! Now, who am I kidding? Go kill those spiders. And I am done.
Horace, it's your go.
He's going to use his bonus action to do a dash.
Okay.
And that's as far as he can get. So that's his turn.
Oh, that's right. You're still using.
He's going to fire a crossbow at the female in the center, at which point she's going to protest. You traitors! I've always known you were up to no good.
I mean, at least that's what we say whenever we want to
Be invisible?
yeah, or no, when we want to be then we want to see the people walking around on a map. I solemnly swear.
The giant spider is going to try to web Horus and hit AC 13.
Miss.
By the way, the giant spiders are beast.
I like that sound. I get you. And a couple of new steeds.
That giant spider is going to move up and bite Horus, hitting AC 23.
That does hit.
You're going to take 7 and make a con save.
He said make it.
This is annoying because this one's written wrong too. Target must make a DC on a failed save.
They must have cut it and pasted it.
Ah, excuse me, it's not a con save, it's a strength save.
That didn't do better, possibly worse.
You did exactly the same. How could you possibly do possibly worse when you can see that you did exactly the same?
No, there's a 5 where the 21 was on the other side, but those don't really
Oh,
count.
excuse me. It is a con save. I was right. I was looking at the webbing one.
I guess I can roll again.
Fates have decided that you got an 11. And I found another typo in the giant spiders in the Mad Mage one. The DC on the strength save's wrong. So the DC for the bite is 11, and it's a con save, like I said. So you made your save.
All
So you're
right.
going to take half the damage, which is going to be 5 poison.
All right. The previous damage was noted, and I'm noting this one.
Now you're going to make a strength save. Or excuse me, he's going to shoot you with his web. And you're going to make... Oh, excuse me, it's going to hit AC 13.
And that misses.
And it's Chelsea's go. Red dots mean they've used their web.
Okay, so even though from where I am right now, Chelsea can't see spiders, but I think the fireball would have lit up the room to let me know that there, would have lit up the room enough to let me know that there is other things in there. So Chelsea's gonna rush in there. Just double checking, speed of 40. Alright, that's 30, so I can get right up on this one here. Alright. Welcome to the mall, motherfucker. And that's the perfect time to crit. That's 25 bludgeoning damage on that spider right there.
Your damage is noted.
Ooh, it's still up. Alright, one more. 28 for 16 more.
Killing the spider.
Squish, squish, bitch. That's Chelsea's go. I still haven't even raged this game today.
The giant spider is going to move forward from the darkness, revealing itself as it bites Chelsea, hitting AC 21.
Okay, now I'm raging. Like IRL. Yeah, 21 hits.
You're going to take 8 and make a con save.
You are right. He is going to
26.
and make a concert.
You're going to take 6 points of poison.
Okay, 6. Alrighty.
He is going to miss with his crossbow shot. I don't know why it's not whispering that. So I'm going to take the first two. So he is going to move up and attack Horus, hitting AC 20
Hits.
for 8 points of piercing and 13 points of poison. With his second short sword swing, he's going to hit AC 15.
Misses.
Okay.
I didn't have a save on the poison.
Nope.
Alright.
Zombies.
Okay, Thug 1 is going for his spider. Maze face 15 for 7. Next one, Maze face 24 for 6. Third one, Maze face 21 for 9. And 12 for 4 for the fourth Maze face.
So they all went after the same spider.
It was the closest one. But
Okay, just making sure. My computer was being wacky there for a minute, so I wasn't able to keep up with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Then the king looks at Chelsea, points to his maul, and then
Hold on. The zombies are gonna kill one of them before they all got to go.
Oh.
I am at the crit.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize I'd crit one.
Oh no, the last zombie swing, the crit kills it.
I was just looking at one of them. I didn't realize I did 2 swings.
Yeah, they all got 2 swings.
Well, the king goes up there, and his thing was kill the spiders, and he's made all his movements, so now he can't do anything. So he's going to stand there.
We have 8 minutes. You think we can get through another round?
Yeah.
All right, Nifty, it's your go.
I'm going to firebolt.
What are you shooting a firebolt at?
The sword lady. 17 for 14.
You are going to miss.
Okie dokie.
Are you done?
Protect the party. So that way they can attack anything that's attacking the party, so we're good.
Horus, what are you doing?
Double rapiers. Well, wait. I'm going to shift around to the other side of it. And then double rapiers. $21 for 20.
Noted.
$29 for 10.
Also noted.
And I am done.
She says, "We will have your heads for this."
I'm using mines, thank you.
And he goes, "Maybe, but we're going to have yours first." And he fires a crossbow at her and misses. He's not very good at this.
No, that's why they need us.
That spider's going to move around. Web roll. Nope. Actually, yeah, the web did recharge. So it's going to web Chelsea. And hit AC 25. Make a strength save.
$17.
You're good.
Yeah, Chelsea's dealt with being webbed before.
And it's Chelsea's go.
How rude. Alright. Since I still have this one in front of me, I guess I'll let them focus on the drow. I'll focus on the spiders. Ooh, 22 for 11 bludgeoning.
Continue.
15 hit.
15 does hit, and it has 15 hit points left.
Perfect. So 15 more to make that spider into goo. And then...
No, it's not goo, because Nifty's going to raise it, and you guys are going to have 4 spider mouths.
Okay. Well, I'm going to come over here and just kind of growl at this one. And that's my go.
He's going to fire a crossbow. Oh my god, he's going to kill Thief, you guys. He's going to fire a crossbow at the Drow Warrior, hitting AC 23, dealing 10 points of piercing, 23 points of poison, which is 5 more than he needed to kill the Drow. And we're at zombies. The spider's probably not going to survive the zombies.
Mace face. A 14 for 6. A 22 for 5. A 12 for 4. A 17 for 9. Wow. And then the king's going to have to come up and do some work. A 13 for 21. And a 20 for 26.
Well, the 26 is going to definitely kill the spider. Uh, 13 is going to miss. 20 for 26 is going to kill it. And with that, we're going to call it a night.
Woo-woo.
As Nifty's going to create some mounts for you guys.
Yay!
All right. Well, yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. Don't go away right away because we are going to raid out. And I was just looking into whomever that is going to be. So before I do that, anybody have anything they want to shout out or say before taking off tonight?
Yep. Please come check us out tomorrow night for our main campaign, Defenders of the Veil, and see how we handle Ravenloft.
Thank you, David, for playing, and for running,
And I need
and
to take,
everybody
like,
else for
knowledge skills so
playing.
that we...
See you next week.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
All right, yeah, and then don't forget also about our Friday night games at 9 p.m. Eastern. That's typically our Swashbuckler series. And make sure you pick up where we are because we left off in the middle of something fun this last episode, so we hope to see you there. All right, viewers, if that's it for everyone, we're going to say goodnight. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We love you. Have a good night, and we're going to raid out. Peace.
Peace.
Good night, Gracie. Good night.
Good night, John Boy.